So let's have a look. So the steam comes from the dome through two parallel pipes down to this union here. It then goes along this pipe up to the regulator, then back down again, and then down to the lubricator. So what you can see there is there's a huge amount of exposed pipe. This section here might keep warm because of the heat from the burner, but certainly all these sections are going to be causing condensation. Oh, look, there's some water there now. So I'd like to actually wrap these a little bit. In two minds now actually, because I think this section probably would get quite warm because it's quite warm in the cab. But this section I could lag. So I might try that first as an experiment. Possibly the pipe from the lubricator as well, maybe. Obviously these are quite nicely painted at the moment, but I think to get the best performance I would need to lag those as well. But it might look a bit odd. So I think we'll start with these two sections here and see what it looks like, and if it looks an awful mess, we'll stop there. Okay, I'll put you on time lapse for that. So just a quick one. This is the string I'm using. It's just normal cotton string. I'm hoping it's got no artificial fibres in it. And that's the glue I'm using. It's a high viscosity super glue, or isocyanacrylate. I find the high viscosity is much nicer to use. It doesn't go everywhere. It kind of tends to sit where you put it and doesn't just dribble off everywhere. So less chance of sticking your fingers together. I've got a bigger one as well, but the label's dropped off. So that's what we'll be using. I think I'll probably start from the closed end and work my way outwards, I think. Might do that side first, that might be more difficult to get to. So as you can see, the string is already going crazy. Right then, I'll put you on time lapse. So that's my first attempt at pipe lagging using string. It's okay, it's a bit ragged in places. I think I'll let the glue dry and perhaps just tidy it up a little bit. It'll probably look a lot better on with actual paint on it. Is that actually even in focus? I don't know. That's water coming out the boiler. So we'll leave that to dry for the moment, and we'll see how it looks when it's dry. Hopefully that was interesting. One thing I would say is I've managed to get some glue on the boiler paint, and so I've spoilt the paint a bit, so I'm a bit upset about that. But I guess it just adds character. It's on the underside, so hopefully you won't notice it too much. So I'd definitely recommend taping some paper towel or something to protect the paint, so when you do splodge glue everywhere, which seems to be a feature of this technique. That way you don't get your paint ruined, or maybe do it before you paint. Okay, I'll leave it there. So I'm a little bit underwhelmed with the actual finish. It just kind of looks like string wrapped around, so what I'm going to do is paint it black, so hopefully that will get the surface to sort of homogenise, if you like. I can't really think of the right word. I've got this Halford's satin black high temperature engine enamel. Satin's always a bit better than gloss for models. If you have a high gloss, it tends to look a bit toy-like. Satin's the stuff you want, so give this a bit of a shake, open it up, and it's high temperature, so hopefully it won't flake. And we'll see what that looks like. So I've painted this black now. I'm much happier with it. I put quite a lot of paint on, so it's really soaked into the string. I think once it's dry, that should look pretty good. I think black's a better choice for a loco. I know white's quite good for stationary steam plant, but I think black looks more authentic. And obviously that will recede back as well, being a dark colour. So hopefully you agree. Comments below as always. And we'll put it back together now.